Hi, my name is Bill Ingalls. I'm the assessor for the town of Bedford, and I'd like to take a few minutes now to speak with you about property tax credits, give you the information that you need. So let's get started. First of all, what is a tax credit? A tax credit is an amount or portion of taxes removed from a tax bill. For example, if your total tax bill for the year was $6,000 and you qualified for a tax credit of $500, your total taxes for the year would be $5,500. I'd like to talk to you first about the Standard Veterans Tax Credit under RSA 7228. To qualify, you must own your home as of April 1st of the year that you apply. You must be a New Hampshire resident for at least 1 year as of April 1st of the year you apply. So if you wanted to apply for 2018, you'd need to be a New Hampshire resident before April 1st, 2017. The tax credit amount is $500 per year. You must have served no less than 90 days in the armed forces of the United States of America or one of our allies and be honorably discharged, or someone who is terminated from the armed forces due to service-connected disability, or the surviving spouse of a veteran who is not remarried to a non-veteran. First of all, I'd like to talk to you about a change in the law that became effective 2014. Under 7228, Roman numeral 4, large A, Title 10 training for active duty by a member of the National Guard or Reserves shall be included as service. So what does that mean? It means if you served in the National Guard or Reserves with at least 90 days of active duty, including what's called Title 10 training, during periods of conflict, you now qualify for the credit for the first time since the statute was enacted. It gets better. There's been another big change. Beginning in 2017, per RSA 7228 small b, the optional all veterans tax credit, as immediately adopted by the Bedford Town Council, allows for all honorably discharged veterans with at least 90 days of active duty to qualify for the Standard Veterans Tax Credit, regardless of when their service occurred. Now, this includes the reservists and National Guardsmen with the required 90 days of active duty, including your Title 10 training. This is a big one. This means all veterans and all members of the Reserves and National Guard, if you have the right amount of active duty, will now qualify for this credit. So do not hesitate to come in and reapply. As we promised, if the legislature ever made changes that allowed others to qualify that did not before, we would let you know, and we are doing that now. There are other veterans tax credits. There is the service-connected total and permanent disability under RSA 7235-4, which is a residency the same as other tax credits. The tax credit amount is $2,000 per year. You must be rated 100% disabled, totally and permanently disabled as a result of military, not the sum of several partial disabilities. And your paperwork will tell you that. You must provide documentation from the VA stating, again, specifically, that you are 100% disabled as a result of military service. This can get a bit involved, so we will need to go over your paperwork in the office on this. Other veterans tax credits include the surviving spouse of any person killed while on active duty in the armed forces of the United States under RSA 7229 small a. The residency requirement is the same as other veterans tax credits, and the tax credit amount is also $2,000 per year. There is a total tax exemption for certain veterans under 7236A. If you are discharged under conditions other than dishonorable, or an officer who is honorably separated from military service who is a double amputee, paraplegic, or blind as a result of military service, and that you reside in a specifically adapted homestead helped by the VA or proceeds from a prior sale of a home helped by the VA, you are eligible for a total property tax exemption. Here in the town of Bedford, we have 2 individuals who receive this. I want to take a moment now to talk to you about trusts. Have you placed your property in a trust? Very common thing to do these days. If so, we must review your trust documents to ensure that you retain a beneficial interest or life estate in the trust to continue to receive a tax credit. Are you moving to another home in town? If so, you must let the assessor's office know about it. We monitor deeds, but just to make sure, contact us, because in the end, it is your responsibility to do so to ensure that your veterans tax credit goes from the house that you used to live in town to the house you're moving into in town. There is an application deadline. That deadline is April 15th of the year that you wish to receive the credit. At the very least, you must have a U.S. postmark paperwork by April 15th. Again, this is not a Pitney Bowes postmark, but the one that you actually get at the post office. If April 15th is on a Saturday or a Sunday, then the following Monday is the deadline. So if April 15th was a Saturday, then the deadline that you must at least have your paperwork postmarked by would be Monday, April 17th. Please note, no credit of any kind is automatic. For example, you must apply by April 15th, 2018 for the 2018 tax year. After that, we typically only need to re-verify your residency information during an update or a revaluation. As your service does not change, we just need to make sure that you're still with us and still living in the home. Paperwork. It's the military, so of course there's going to be paperwork. We need your discharge documents. For example, a DD-214, a DD-215, a NAV CG 2510, a NAV Purse 553, etc. Believe me, these numbers make sense to those of you in the military. Call the assessor's office at 472-8104 from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and leave a message if after 4:30 p.m. And thank you so much for your service in the United States military. If you have any questions, again, contact the assessor's office at 472-8104, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Leave a message if you're calling us after 4:30 p.m. Applications and further information are available at the Assessing Department page at the town website at www.bedfordnh.org. Click on Departments, then Assessing, and then Exemptions and Credits to download an application. Again, thank you very much for your service, United States military. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I hope this information was helpful. And again, do not hesitate to call us. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks and have a great day.